Hello? This is Nahu, author of UFOs, God from Inner Space. Today, we're going to learn to manipulate the matrix. According to neurological researchers, we view the world through cortical maps or pictures constructed by the brain. The word cortical refers to the cortex, a gray rind or grid that covers the brain and organizes neurological information. The information organized by the grid forms what is known as cortical maps or individual pictures of the world. The definition of neuroplasticity, according to Wikipedia, is neuroplasticity, variously referred to as brain plasticity, or cortical plasticity, or cortical remapping, refers to the changes that occurs in the organization of the brain as a result of experience. A surprising consequence of neuroplasticity is that the brain activity associated with a given function can move to a different location as a consequence of normal experience or brain damage/recovery. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, several groups of neuroscience researchers led by Michael Merzenich and John Cass began exploring the impact of removing portions of sensory inputs on consciousness during surgical procedures. The two discovered that reorganization occurs at every level in the processing hierarchy, resulting in map changes in the cerebral cortex. Their conclusions indicated that the adult brain is not hardwired with fixed and immutable neural circuits, but can be changed. For instance, a woman born with half a brain rewired itself to work as a whole. A woman labeled retarded cured her deficits with brain exercises and now cures those of others. Blind people learned to see. Learning disorders were cured, IQs raised, aging brains rejuvenated, painful phantom limbs erased, stroke patients recovered their faculties, children with cerebral palsy learned to move more gracefully, entrenched depression and anxiety disappeared, and lifelong character traits were altered. In another study, researchers discovered that thought patterns can be controlled through meditation. Following controlled meditation studies assisted by the Dalai Lama, researchers found that a simple image can invoke activity in specific regions in a manner similar to brain remapping. The results of this experiment suggested that the brain reconstructs neuronal pathways according to changes in thinking patterns. This means that when we change our thinking patterns, we change our world. The gist of these studies indicates that the reality we encounter is really a plastic construct recreated daily from collective and personal thoughts or symbols. As our perception of the world changes, we interact with the world in a totally new way. Maya, or reality, is a perceptual game. To get an idea of how your perspective is influenced by your perception, examine closely these images. A. Is the cube angled to the right or left? B. What do you see, an image of a vase or the faces in the background? Are you viewing your reality from a black or a white perspective? Learn to recognize your personal symbols and free yourself of limitations in perspective to become the master of your reality. Have a wonderful day, and namaste.